I refused to share my dad's inheritance with my half-sister, who claimed I wasn't his real daughter and got physical when I walked away. For some context, my dad cheated on my mom a year into their marriage. My mom found out fairly quickly because the other woman confronted her at work. They divorced soon after. It took my mom a long time to recover emotionally and mentally, especially since she was pregnant with me at the time. My dad got together with the other woman. Let's call her Diane. And though they never married, they stayed together and had a daughter, Emily, 21F. Despite everything, I had a good relationship with my dad. He recently passed away. Since we lived in different cities, Diane's family handled the wake and burial, but my mom paid for the entire thing. But she called one final gesture of generosity for my father. While attending the service, I briefly came into contact with Diane and Emily. We didn't speak much, but I overheard them mentioning the will and inheritance while mingling with other guests. At the time, I didn't think much of it. I honestly assumed I wouldn't be receiving much, since my mom is very successful, and I figured my dad might have taken that into account. About a week later, my dad's lawyer, who is also a longtime family friend I consider an uncle, contacted me to inform me that I had inherited a good bit. I was shocked. It was a significantly large amount, and though it felt overwhelming, I went through the process to claim it. I was still his daughter, after all. Just a few days later, Emily messaged me on Facebook asking if we could talk. We arranged to meet at a cafe the next morning. We talked about my dad and caught up on our lives. Emily and I never really had a close relationship. For the first 2 hours, the conversation was pleasant, but then Emily brought up the inheritance. She talked about the house and the money my dad had left and said it was minuscule, then shared that she was struggling to pay her college tuition and manage living expenses. I sympathized with her. It all sounded really hard, but all of this led up to her asking me for the entire inheritance. Not a portion or a share, all of it. I told her no, which might be selfish, but I did offer to finance the rest of her undergrad to help ease her burden. I didn't offer more because I didn't want to create a long-term financial mess I couldn't sustain. She rejected the offer and insisted I give her everything, saying I wasn't really his daughter the way she was. I have no idea what she meant by that. When I kept saying no, she started cursing me and my mother out. The conversation became aggressive and frightening. She started getting physical, so I quickly left.